Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of before and afters of our house and what it looked like 20 years ago before we bought it and transformed it into what it is today. Hi everyone, I have a treat for you today. For those of you that don't know, I'm Beth. I'm the creator of this channel, Grandma Lives in the Basement. Our channel is a vlog. We do a little bit of everything. It's called Grandma Lives in the Basement because we bought this home and we finished the walkout basement for my mom so that she could live with us and we could take care of. We also have 4 rescue animals, 2 dogs and 2 cats, and we just kind of share our life, what it's like living in a multi-generational home with Grandma living in the basement. And we also share a lot of our home projects. We have been fixing up this home since we moved in 5 years ago, and that's what this video is going to be about today. I stumbled across some old photos of this house when it was originally built, which is about 20 years ago, and I could not believe how different it looked. And I thought, what a great video to make before and after. It's so satisfying. I just wanted to share some of these before and afters because it put me in such a good mood when I saw them today. I thought I gotta share it with our viewers. For those of you that don't know, I have a TikTok page and an Instagram. We have an Amazon storefront and we're also on Pinterest. So what I did is I pulled some videos that I have posted on all of those different social sites, and I kind of compiled them into this video to show you the journey that we have kind of been on and the progress that we've made. So if you'd like to follow us on those other socials, we'd love it if you did. It would help out our channel. So now that I've introduced myself and shared a little bit of our story, let's get to the before and afters of our house. I decided to start with one of the largest rooms in the house, which is the family room. This room is sort of an awkward space. It's sort of long and narrow, and it's hard to see from the pictures, but you can see there's an overhang from like the balcony of the second floor above. So this room is a tricky one. Before we even bought this house, I had the idea that this room needed a huge bookcase to fill one end of the room that was just empty and did not make sense. As you can see here, the previous owners had a bookcase, but it was not the right size for this 2-story room and it did not fill the space. So I wanted to take this bookcase idea to another level and it turned out wonderful. Matt built the bookcase and I'm going to show you right now today what this room looks like right now as I'm making this video. As you can see, we built the bookcase and I feel like it finished the room off perfectly. This room needed that bookcase. This room is a multi-purpose room. It's a family room. It's a TV room because we have a TV in here. It's a craft room because we have a table over by the bookcase, which I'm going to show you in a minute, that we do crafts on and play cards at all year long. This room also gets amazing sun, and so any plants or trees that we put in this room just grow like crazy. This is the area I was talking about with the table and chairs that I put here. This is where we play cards, and right now I'm doing a paint by number. This is one of my favorite spots to sit in the morning while I have my coffee because I can see out the back to our pond, and I love watching our ducks swimming while I'm sitting here. The next room I'm going to share with you is the kitchen. This is what it looked like when the house was built. It was sort of a French country look with the distressed cabinets and the red kitchen island. This room, I would say, has probably been the most work, but also the most rewarding. Just wait until you see what this room looks like now. It was a very cute kitchen, and I don't dislike it, but it just isn't my style, and I really wanted to kind of brighten things up. It felt a little dark when we moved in, so the changes we made, I had that in mind, and I think it accomplished what I was trying to do. This is what our kitchen looks like today. We've put a lot of work into this whole area. Of course, we painted the walls a lighter color, and that goes a long way if you're trying to brighten up a room. Just the wall color can make a big difference. We tore some of the cabinets out and put in open shelving. We painted all the cabinets white. We put a white subway tile backsplash in and took it all the way up to the ceiling on one of the walls. Matt built a buffet that goes to the left of this table that matches the kitchen cabinets, and he also built new kitchen cabinets around the fridge and the stove microwave combo. We also added a gas cooktop where it used to be electric, and we love how everything turned out. We built this table and we got some new chairs, and another big project in here is to the left of this kitchen area is an area where we added a built-in desk. And of course, Matt did all the work on the built-in desk also. We lived in this house for 4 years before we did this built-in desk, and we were trying to figure out how we really wanted to use this space. As you can see here in this picture, I was using it as a desk space, but there was a door in this area that we ended up closing off because it was just a waste of space. This door goes to the mudroom, which I'll show you in a second. So once we closed that off, I ordered some chairs, used it as a seating area, but it just still wasn't working. I felt like we had enough seating areas in the rest of the house, but we did not have a desk area. So we put together a plan. As you can see, we taped it out on the wall. Matt built all the cabinets and we turned it into a built-in desk area, which we love now. We use it all the time. And it was, I think, one of the better decisions we've made. And I am really lucky that Matt enjoys doing these projects. It is just so satisfying to come up with an idea and then watch your idea turn into reality. It's absolutely the best feeling. This next space I'm going to show you, it's right off the kitchen. This is the laundry room, mudroom combo. This is what it looked like when the house was built. It was not very functional. There wasn't enough storage in this room. This countertop over the washer and dryer was not put together correctly either. So we couldn't really stack a lot of stuff on there because we didn't know if it would just collapse onto the washer and dryer. So we drew up a plan for this room and put it together, and we are very happy with how it turned out. It kind of looks like a kitchen because we added an extra refrigerator freezer in here. We also retiled the floor, put beadboard and wallpaper up, changed the lighting, got a nice apron front sink for in here, and we stacked our existing washer and dryer. To save costs, we used wood for the countertop, and we are so happy with how everything turned out. When I come through the garage door to come into this mudroom, it's been done for a few months, but I still get excited every time I come through. One thing that I really like about this room is the wallpaper. I have never wallpapered before, and I don't know what it is, but just to have a pattern on the wall is so fun and different for me. We're really enjoying this room. Like I said, we did all the work, so the cost was not outrageous at all. It was just the materials that we had to pay for, and it did take us, I don't know, maybe 6 months from start to finish, but it turned out great. We're so happy with it. That's the one thing that I've had to work on is patience. If you want to save money on home renovations by doing it yourself, you just have to accept the fact that it's just not going to get done quickly, and you're going to have to live in a construction zone for a while. It's all worth it in the end, though. Okay, we're moving along. Since we've seen the whole kitchen, desk area, and mudroom, we're moving to the entryway. This is what the entryway looked like when the house was built. The dining room and the den are off of the entryway, and this is what the dining room looked like. Most of the changes in the dining room and the entryway is really just paint and lighting, but paint and lighting can make a big difference. Here is the entry room today. We have one of our paintings up from Thailand. When we lived in Asia, we got this painting, and it's supposed to be put in an entryway for good luck, and this is the perfect spot for it. I painted that little nook behind the painting black, and I feel like it made that painting stand out. Today, when I took this video, you'll see I was decorating for Christmas. I started decorating a little early because I am having some major seasonal depression, and I thought this would cheer me up. I'm almost done decorating, and I love how it turned out. This is our dining room today. Black walls, which you would not think would brighten a room up, but this room does look brighter. This room is off of the family room, so while you're sitting at the dining room table, you can see the fireplace, and I do love that about the dining room. I have the same rug in here as in the kitchen because I love this rug so much. I don't know why, but when I find something I like, I tend to repeat it. We have an antique hutch, which I put some of the wallpaper in that is in the laundry room because I had some left over. And I think it kind of ties those rooms together and it kind of makes the interior design flow a little bit. This white wingback chair here in the corner is not usually there. It's usually where the Christmas tree is, but I had it there because I'm not done decorating yet and I have to find somewhere for that chair for Christmas time. There is not a single piece of new furniture in this room, yet I love it all. I love how it all works together. And I love the dining room. On the other side of the entryway, across from the dining room, this is the den. This is what it was when the house was built. It was being used as an office. And it also had a door in this room that went to the half bathroom that's off of the entryway. As you can see right there, there's the door to the bathroom. Well, this is what it looks like today. The pocket doors have been painted black, and this is now our cozy den TV room. The previous owners before us put these built-in bookcases in and closed off that door to the bathroom, and they made a bold choice with the color of those bookcases. I never would have chose that, but I love it. I like that it's different, and I've just decided to embrace it and work with it. Another thing the previous owners did before we bought the house is they put reclaimed barnwood up on the ceiling. It's from a barn from the 1800s, and it makes this room just feel so cozy and warm, and I think they did a great job. They made some great choices with the bookcases and the ceiling. We recently got a big sectional sofa for this room, and it fills up the entire room. We love sitting in here to watch movies. The dogs love lounging on the couch and watching the front yard from this room. It turned out great. Now I'm going to show you the final space, the final transformation in this house, the walkout basement. This is what it looked like when we bought the house, and these pictures were taken 20 years ago. Not much changed in the basement for 20 years until we moved in and turned it into a separate apartment for my mom to live in. Matt, my husband, and my father-in-law, Dennis, did most of the work. I helped in smaller ways with design and painting and things like that. But I was really lucky that my husband and father-in-law were able to do this basement by themselves. We originally got a quote to do this from a contractor, and there was no way we could have afforded it. But we needed to make this happen so that my mom could live with us because we need to help her with certain things, and we just did not want her living by herself. We designed this whole space to be wheelchair accessible. We made all the areas like in the kitchen wider for wheelchair to get through. My mom picked out all the finishes, and I think she did a great job. She's very happy with her choices and how it turned out. We were lucky to start with a basement that had higher ceilings. So this basement really doesn't feel like a basement. I think because the ceilings are higher and it gets a lot of light. My mom has a door wall that walks out onto her own private garden area. That's another thing we put in. We put a little patio in for my mom so she'd have a private space. The flooring is luxury vinyl, so it's waterproof. Everything is how my mom wanted it. She has her own private bedroom with a window, and then there's a second bedroom that's a guest bedroom that doesn't have any windows. This is her bathroom. And we tried to make this accessible for a wheelchair also, but we did screw up on the shower. You can see there's like a black piece of granite that separates the shower from the main floor. We tried to make that like a zero barrier, I don't know what you call it, so a wheelchair could go over top of it, but we kind of failed. So if my mom ends up in a wheelchair, we're going to have to figure that out. But everything else she loves. She has a chair there. She can sit in the shower. She has a laundry room besides these behind those doors back there. She has a roll up vanity so that if she does end up using a wheelchair, she can roll a wheelchair right up to her vanity. I think we knocked it out of the park for her. It took us 5 years to do all of these changes in the house and updates, but it was all totally worth the time and effort we put into it. We have more updates to do, like the bathrooms upstairs. These 2 bathrooms will most likely be our next transformations. So if you liked seeing these before and afters, check out our channel, our TikTok, our Instagram, all that good stuff, and check back in for more fun transformations. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it.